Hi everyone, Lauren Marie here, mixed media artist in Vallejo, California. This is my second video for today. Yes, I'm still in my rubber ducky robe. It's a great day. So we are going to play with the tags that I promised you we would make for the altered book in the paper towel roll pockets. So, no more from me. See you on the table. Okay, the supplies that you'll need for today's project, which we are going to do the tags for inside the paper towel or the toilet paper rolls, the pockets that we made with that. I'll show you what I've already done. This is in another book. And I made these little tags out of, well, the sticks are from a friend, Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So I have a few of those. You could use a popsicle stick, of course. So I'll need my book to eventually put my tags into, eventually. My corner cutter. I have pieces of cardboard that are 2x2. Now, Handsome Hubby works at Trader Joe's, and he brings home the liners or the grids from the wine boxes. So if you have a wine box, it has that cardboard inside the box to separate the wine bottles, and that cardboard is delicious. So if you can get your hands on some of that, it is nice and sturdy. So those little pieces are 2x2. I have a couple of focal points. I have my Haagen-Dazs sticks. I'm going to put a couple of buttons on the ends of the Haagen-Dazs sticks. I think that sounds fun. Here's the Stays On ink. I'm going to use the Saddle Brown, I think. My trusty Stays On. Some underpants. These are pages that I've pulled out of my book. Some music paper. And I have some sewing pattern that I'm going to use today as well. So what we have to do first is, oh, and I'm using goop adhesive. I've already got it started because it's so resistant to come out. I like E6000, but I'm out of E6000 and I had some goop in the adhesive basket, so I'm going to use that. So whatever heavy-duty adhesive that you might have, then you can employ that today. So I am going to take my cardboard and just round those corners off. And I haven't been able to find this corner rounder on Amazon, but I found another one that people have suggested. So I don't want the Haagen-Dazs on the front of my tags. I want that on the back of my tags. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a drop of the goop on each. Yeah, this is goopy. I'll put a blop of goop on each of my Haagen-Dazs sticks. Take my tag, decide where I want that. Glue that down very well. And then, unfortunately, gang, there's not much we can do until this dries. So maybe go to the video where we make a paper bag. That is a fun little something to do. You know what? We're going to go forward. To heck with that. We are just going to go forward. Alright, of course I did not mention that you need Mod Podge and a brush. So you might want to bring those in. And I'm going to tear up my underpants into some smaller pieces. And I'm going to cover my tags with some underpants. Searching for my ruler. Any ruler will do. Take those white edges off because those are not all that attractive. Might keep that. It says the art of sculpture. That's always fun to have some fun words. All right, just going to rip this up in a few pieces. That's good. And I'm going to take my ever damp and not dry tags. And I'm going to Mod Podge some underpants on the one side. Tummy's growling. Pay no attention to the tummy. It has no idea whether it's hungry or not. And I am leaving those underpants up and over the edge because I'm going to fold them back. So I'm being generous with my underpants. And this area by the stick does not have to hang over unless you want it to, of course. Make sure that stick is still in place. And now, even though I don't want to, I am going to let that dry. All right, I'm going to put some underpants on this tag as well. And then we will be back when our goop dries, or is sort of dry. Okay, we are dry enough. That gave me a chance to respond to some comments. You know I love the comments on the channel. I do try to respond. I'm sure some slip through the cracks, but I do my best at trying to respond to all the comments. I love them. All right, now I'm just going to put the underpants on the back. And I'm just going to let it hang over the edge on the sides. Put some Mod Podge there. I will tear those off. This is where it's good to use the Mod Podge and pliable papers because you want it to go around that little stick there. And another little piece of ephemera to cover that spot up. Really work it in around that stick. And I'll set this one aside while I do the exact same thing to this one. Just cover the back side with some underpants. When it's dry enough to fiddle with, I'm just going to tear the underpants off the edge. And I'll go back in with just a little bit of Mod Podge, make sure that those edges are secured. Looks pretty good. Very fun. And I will do the same thing to this. I'll just rip the edges. And I'm going to go around the edge with a little bit of Mod Podge, make sure everybody's all stuck well. So this is the front. Whoop. This is the front of our tags, and that is the back. You can certainly put a focal point on the back too, if you wish. I think for today I'm not going to. I'm going to grab my StazOn. I chose the saddle brown. Let's see if we have much ink in there. And I'm just going to go wherever I want to. Haha, little rebel here. And then I'm going to go down the stick as well. Just really make fun little tags. And they use what we have. So many things are gifted to me. And I love using things that are gifted to me. And we're just grunging that up. Beautiful. Quiet meditation time on the table. Don't you love that? All right, I have my two tags all grunged up. They look gorgeous. Now the focal points that I've chosen are actually stickers, but I am going to ignore that and put them down with Mod Podge. I'll still peel the back off, but I'm going to still glue them down with Mod Podge. That way I am sure that they are going to stick down during our rough handling of putting the tags in and out. All right. A little bit of Stabilo around the edge. Grunge that up a little bit. My Mod Podge is still a little wet. I'm okay with that. I'm just looking for a grungy look. Something that doesn't look all new. All right, let's grab that paint pen. Where do we think that is? Let's add some dots. Yes, how fun is that? I need a little bit more grunge on the top of that, which is right at the edge. So I'll just grab my StazOn pad, grunge that edge up a little bit. This bottom one too. Well, since I'm here, right? There we go. Yep, now I have to do it to all of the edges. Oh my goodness. Play, adjust, play, adjust. There. All right, now I have some fun buttons around here someplace. I see one peeking out here. There they are. I am going to put these on with that goop glue. These, you know, I'm tempted to use a hot glue gun, but sometimes that gets so brittle. I really need for these to hang in there. Being tags and sticking out, they need to be really strong. What's nice is this goop will go right through the holes in the buttons and really secure it on there. Can you see how that is? See how it comes up through there? Burp. That button is not going to go anyplace. Beautiful. Do we dare put it in the book? No. I have no patience. Let's see how it looks in the book. Cover that goop up or I won't be able to use it next time. All right, let's carefully do it. All right, what I want to do is make sure that those pockets are nice and open before I put my tags in. So I'm just gonna put a ruler down there, make sure that everything's open. These pockets are nice and sturdy. All right, so without disturbing the button, which is not dry, let's, oh, come on, don't move the button. There. Don't move the button. I'd like that to go a little, whoop! Back, 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 you beast. There we go. Peel some of that goop off there. Don't need quite that much to hold that button in place. Okay, so there. This is the artist, Chris, Kuksi. Kuksi. My friend Nikki keeps me on task so that when she, I don't know how she knows all the artists, but she does. So she found out who the artist of this piece was. So I put that person's name on there. So here is our page with the 2 pockets made from, these were paper towel rolls. There's a gadget and a gadget underneath. And then we just made our tags with the buttons on it. So now that was fun. Now it's your turn. Go create, go play, go have fun. Thanks for joining me.